Welcome to Giggles and Gays, the podcast where we talk about whatever we jolly want to talk about. I'm the Sugar Plum Fairy.
I'm Peppermint Buns.
And I'm Senor Sprinkle Pounds.
And we're gay.
Festively gay.
We are festively gay.
We forgot that the last 3 times.
We are festively gay. And this is day number 6 of the Giggles and Gays do the 12 Days of Christmas. Hopefully you all have been enjoying what we've been offering to you guys the last few days.
If not, you're halfway there.
If not, you are halfway. Also, you are halfway to Christmas now.
Ooh.
Make sure you have all of your presents wrapped up and underneath the tree. Jeff always just wraps his presents and puts them underneath the tree as soon as he buys them.
Some presents came in today. I have to go wrap them.
I need to go do that.
They're your guys' presents.
What did you get me?
I can't tell you what I got.
I know what you got Larry.
Yeah.
And
he knows what I got you.
It was funny because he was texting. I was like, and I don't mean this when I say it, but I was like, so who you texting? He's like, Jeff. And I was like, Jeff's not texting me. He's like, well, he wouldn't text you if it's about your present. And I was like, yeah, that's true. I was like, I told you, Jeff, to text Larry about my present because I'm the worst person to ask. Because I'll always be like, don't get me anything.
Yes, absolutely.
But that's not this topic.
We're talking about what?
We're talking about decorating. Oh my gosh. I know that you don't live in a house yet, but you live in an apartment.
Apparently he used to live in a house.
He used to live in a beautiful house. I'm so sorry that I called it a little apartment in New Jersey. He is the only person in New Jersey that lives in a house.
And they have to hide him in the woods.
They have to hide it in the woods.
Because all the people in the high-rises get jealous.
And the reason I bring that up is because you are so excited to have a house so you can decorate. But you do a lot of stuff in your apartment, though. I
do. But I would love to know who our Christmas icon is.
Dang it, I did it again!
We did distract you. Your defense, we distracted you.
Yes. So, but now, okay.
It kind of leads into how we like to decorate.
Okay, we'll keep it for your decorating.
Okay, yeah, because that's how we decorate.
I'm sorry. Please repeat your question.
So tell us a little about what you used to do in New Jersey to your house, and then what you do now here in Florida to your apartment.
Outside the house, we'd put the wreath on the door. We'd have 2 doors, so we had the front door and the side door, so they each got a wreath. There were like these columns, yeah, that I would wrap Christmas lights around, and then I'd wrap them down the banisters. That's what those are.
Because you had multiple floors.
Steps. Yeah. Well, this is just going inside. This is outside. Only outside right now.
Okay.
To walk up the steps to the front door. And then there are bushes on the left and the right, and we'd put some in the bushes. We put some on the tree that was right there and stuff. They go all around. We'd have the timers. That's what we do on the outside. On the inside, when you walked into the entry,
the foyer.
Sure.
The foyer?
Yeah. The entry area. There's a table there where that's where we'd put the manger that my my grandma painted.
What do you call your grandma?
Meme.
Oh, that's so sweet.
It's French.
It just sounds like a
That's how I could tell grandma and meme. It was super easy. Didn't have to make up grandma names. Anyway.
Or grandma with her grandma and then have her first name on it.
Grandma Pat? That'd be weird.
That's so annoying.
Grandma Rachel? Well, that'd be weird.
That.
And then there'd be the step. We had a front set of steps and a back set of steps to go upstairs because in New Jersey you can have 2 floors.
Yeah,
that's where we'd have the scary Santas because I don't like dolls. So the scary Santas would be on the stairs.
Now, were they actually scary or were they just Santas and you found them scary? Because I'm picturing Krampus, frightening Santas.
I'm picturing porcelain doll Santas.
They weren't porcelain, but they were scary. Anyway. And then in the living room, or the family room, whatever room, the room where we'd watch TV, we'd have the tree.
Uh-huh.
And we'd have our stockings hanging on the chimney, on the fireplace.
Okay.
Over a little thingy. I had this little peanuts thing that I would set up. I have my thing. I have I call them the Mickey Singers, but they came out in 1993. They were this Mickey's Clockwork Shop or something like that. It's this thing. It has Mickey, Goofy, Donald, and Pluto, and they come out and they sing Christmas songs, but they don't actually sing them. They go like blah 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 blah, and like they like make the sounds for it. It still works, barely. It's kicking. It's kicking. I have it set up right now.
You should take pictures.
Take a video and we can post it on Instagram.
Okay. And we'd have our village with our train. The village would get bigger and bigger and bigger every year. But we'd have the train. So eventually the village moved away from all under the tree to next to the tree as well. And that's where the train had to go.
Did you do like a figure eight, like underneath the tree and then next to the tree?
No, I didn't have that many train tracks.
Oh, okay.
No, we had to go from under the tree to next to the tree. But the village was fucking huge. Because we'd always get my mom a new building for the village every year. And I still try to, but she doesn't set up the village anymore. And she's like, can you stop buying me pieces to the village? And I'm like, but I see this really cute one. Like I got a Grinch one like 2 years ago. Last year there was a pet shop one that I got her because we didn't have a pet shop in the village. Because eventually I know I'm going to inherit it. So if I get them now,
I don't know why you're whispering.
because it's not mine yet.
Okay.
But anyway, but then we'd have like garland stuff. Like my mom would kind of put it on the mantles and different places and stuff like that. But yeah, that's kind of how we would decorate back in New Jersey. Be lit.
I like the village thing.
Oh, and we put a star on the tree because angels are scary. Because they would watch you wherever you were in the room, and we couldn't have angels. Then we had this one angel whose eyes were closed, but that was still just as scary. So we had to eventually move to a star. Then I moved out and came home, and there was an angel on the tree, and I had a panic attack. And that's my story.
What about down here?
Right now, I haven't finished yet, but in the apartment, we have the tree, and then we have an island. So I have Christmas lights along the island right now. That's also where my Lego Advent Calendar is, my Mickey Singers, and then I have like one of those like ceramic trees that have little lights on it.
Yeah.
I just have that on the counter too. I have this thing that says Merry Christmas that I plan on hanging up in the door so you can see, and it lights up so people can see it outside. I found that last year I bought one of those projector things that I didn't know I had, so I'm setting up the projector outside so it'll show, at least light up the back porch, because it's hard to light up our deck or our patio thing that we have because we have like I've said, we have the mosquito screen thing, and it's hard to hang things to it, but then the part above it you can't put stuff on either because it's concrete.
Right.
So I can't get into
and you
it.
can't drill into it because it's an apartment.
Correct. So I usually I do the windows, so I hang things in all the windows and stuff. And I have this controller thing where I can just click the button and it'll turn everything on and off. But I did just buy smart plugs, so now I'm just gonna tell Alexa to do it all. But that's we have a wreath that's terrible that I need a new one, and then we have a doormat.
Get a house, I will make you one.
We have a doormat, and that's kind of my there's an elf on the shelf hidden somewhere in the apartment.
Why?
Why is it hidden?
Because I don't like it. So it's hidden in places where I'll ironically find it and get stressed out that it's there. I get stressed when I don't know where it is. I currently know where it is.
So what I'm hearing is don't get you dolls.
No, I don't like dolls. No, I don't like dolls. I don't like dolls.
I'm like looking around, like, are there dolls in this room?
No, these don't scare me.
Thankfully, these are plushies.
Funko Pops don't, Pops and like those don't scare me. But like, Elf on the, he's a little fucker. He hides and goes back to Santa and tells Santa if you've been naughty or nice and then disappears for a year. Fuck that guy. Anyway, he's currently sitting on top of the cabinet. I know where he is right now.
So Patrick hides it every day?
He used to. It's out right now. I think it's been sitting there since last year. But I just noticed it the other day when I went up there to put something up there, and I was like, what the fuck? So he's not as good as a hider as my dad started it because he knew it stressed me out.
Oh, fun.
He started it when I was 23. Not like when I was like 5. Like when I was 23, he started hiding this little shit around the house, right? And he'd do funny things with it too. Like one time, like when I was coming up the stairs from the basement, he had it sitting in a chair with like a little shot glass, like it was drunk and stuff like that. Like it was funny. Like he'd put it in funny positions and stuff like that, and I do it back to him. But it'd always be stressful when I didn't know where it was because I didn't know where it was going to show up next.
Or he's just gonna pop out.
Yeah, fucking stab me or some shit. But yeah, I don't like Elf on the Shelf. I don't know how I got to Elf on the Shelf, but I got to Elf on the Shelf somehow. But what about you guys? I feel like it's been a lot of me, a lot of Senor Sprinkle Pants.
Well, I mean, to be honest, I mean, we've never actually. You come to our house all the time to see our decorations.
This place is best. When I get a house, though, it's gonna be lit, like
Literally?
Christmas vacation lit.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like
Well, like, so, okay, before I forget, because I know I will, the Christmas icon for this episode is snowmen. That's snow, S-N-O-W, and then men, M-I-N, because that's what Larry likes to call
Snowmen.
snowmen. Because
They're snowmen.
I would say that snowmen are our, like, they are personally Larry and I's, like, Christmas aesthetic, like, Christmas character.
Avatar.
They're Christmas avatar. We do have snowmen. Like outside, we have them all over the place. Inside, not so much. That's something that we're working towards. Is more snowmen. Like because when you move into a house, the first couple of years are very much about you getting all the stuff you want for your house. As far as like your holidays come up, so like you want. You know, the pretty decorations and stuff. You don't think about like the little knickknacks and stuff that you accumulate over the years. And I think Larry and I we just want more snowman things. Like that's just we love snowmen, little snowman baubles and stuff here or there. So that kind of thing. But I know personally our inside of our house and the outside of our house are two different like theme kind of things. But Larry can talk about the outside of the house.
Yeah, is that because I was up on the roof?
That's because you were on the rooftop, and I'm very proud of you for being afraid of heights and
Oh, you're so sweet.
still doing it.
I would do it every day because I love you.
I love you too.
But I am afraid of heights, and it can be very difficult to put up the lights. But thankfully, we do it very safely. We use a ladder. I've got good clothes on for it, and all the rest of that.
Next year should be so much easier
Because we put up hooks. It's going to be so much easier. But we put
do that, Jeff. Make sure you do. There's two different things. You can either do hooks, which are the things that clip into your thing, or you can do
the single light hook.
the single light, and the single light can go into your metal part of it, or it can also go into your shingle part of your house. But it holds each individual light. We don't really like those because we put a lot of lights on the house, and I think it would just take forever.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we do. But when you move into the house, we'll help you find all that.
I'm actually currently using deck clips to hang up the lights on my counter. It actually works perfect because the counter is just thick enough where I can clip the clip on, and you just clip the light in there, and it strings them up perfect.
Well, this has like these little clips you stick into the thing, and then they hook on the lights themselves. Hook on the lights. It just makes it a lot easier. Just remember, we'll make you a Christmas care package when you move into a
Oh,
house.
thanks.
But
Remind me of that. I need to do that. Yeah. So
Also, on the 26th of December, we're going to go to Walmart.
Walmart or somewhere else because Larry and I were just talking about that.
yeah, getting all kinds of Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
If you guys want to go shopping, hit me up.
So the lights are on the border of the house. We have rainbow lights on the border of the house. Then we have we put rainbow lights in the bushes, and then we took clear lights to throw over that to make it look like snow had fallen on the bushes. And the same with the yard. We were going to put white lights all over the yard in lines, and then we were like, that looks really boring. So
You actually came up with this idea.
yeah, we took lights from the base of the tree. There's a ring of colored lights around the base of the tree out front. We have a magnolia tree. And then connected to those are white lights that go in spiral out from the tree and all the way to the outside corners of the yard.
Picture Yellow Brick Road from Wizard of Oz, Munchkin Land going forward.
Yeah, the tree we have decorated with giant ornaments, with little lanterns, with solar powered candles in them. We have 2 blow up snowmen, one on each side of the garage. We have lights coming from both of them. And then we have a little snowman on our lantern out front. We have our front door wrapped in wrapping paper with garland and lights woven through it all the way around. Tinsel, I believe, because it looks like a tree. And we have
Well, it's the thing wrapped around is actually like garland,
Uh-huh.
and then I hung. This was like a few years ago. Little ornaments of snowflakes around it.
Oh yeah, and it's so pretty. And then we have a tall, small wooden sign on the outside that has little snowmen on it.
Mm-hmm.
My new addition to our tree this year is I have the Hogwarts Express under it,
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
and I have these Hogwarts Village stuff. So I have like Hogsmeade, Hogwarts Castle, Honeydukes, but then I have a train inside the tree. It's a tree train.
It's a tree train.
That
Tree
the,
train.
the track attaches to like the trunk, tree trunk,
Oh.
the trunk of the tree, whatever it's called, and then it extends out, and the train goes around the outside of the tree in the middle of the
Oh,
tree.
that's so cool.
It's super fancy.
We want a train. That's something we want for our tree is a train.
Yeah.
We've always had a train, and the original train, the one I was talking about, I have it here, but it finally.
Conked out.
I mean, after I'm what 29, so after like 20 years.
Wow.
It finally went. It went last year. It was very emotional because it was my dad and I would always set it up, and I was like, "My dream." I mean, I still have it. I could set it up. It just doesn't run. But my mom was like, "It's okay. I'll buy you the Hogwarts Express." So now I have this fancy ass Hogwarts Express that's Bluetooth accessible that I can control from my phone.
We need that for this office tree.
Yeah, it's real big.
I mean,
It's the Hogwarts Express. But trains are like, to me, decorating for a tree. It's not a tree until it has the train in the village under it.
yeah. No, I get it. When I was growing up, we had a train, and then my dad stepped on it one time. Yeah, it was sad and disappointing. But and then I did the inside of the house because I had a lot of free time. So our hallway there's lights and garland and tinsel and everything on the actual hallway ceiling, and it's very pretty. I mean, at least I think. And then going into the kitchen, I say Larry and I inside of our house we're very classic Christmas colors like red, green, and gold. That pretty much are, because there's a lot of different colors that are like Christmas, like blue and silver and white. I would say would be a color combination for Christmas. Red and white, that kind of thing. But for us, it's red, green, and gold has been our color for the last couple of years. So on the top of the counter stuff, we have the green garland, the green evergreen garland up there with red candles and poinsettias and cranberry, like the little cranberry things and stuff like that. And then of course in our kitchen we have different snowman things like the cups and different stuff like that. My kitchen is currently, as far as stuff goes, I'm very much into like gingham. So for Christmas, we have red and green gingham, which a lot of people think it is plaid, but this is more like spread out in space. So we have that with little snowflakes and stuff on it.
So
And
pretty.
our Christmas tree, which finally we have the perfect Christmas tree. It's beautiful and, just tall. Jeff's seen it. It's a beautiful Christmas tree. We'll post both our Christmas tree and Jeff's Christmas tree. And do you have it up yet?
My tree is
Okay, I'm just
up.
making sure.
My gosh.
Just making sure. We'll post both of our Christmas trees today, and so you'll be able to get to see that. But it's super nice to have all the Christmas stuff up. We're gonna leave it up until his family comes in January,
Yeah.
so you'll be able to see a lot of it. Jeff.
I've left a Christmas tree up until April before, so
I mean, a lot of people just leave it up until November, and then or October, and they just change it into Halloween stuff.
Oh, I'm not that lazy. I was just being lazy that year. But my question for you guys
Yes.
is, what is your favorite Christmas decoration? Like, mine would be colored lights. I don't like. I shouldn't say it like that. I don't like white lights. Only on a tree specifically, because I just find it boring. I like it flashy, which is kind of tacking away. But I like the lights. I like the colors. I like them sparkle. But I would hang white lights up outside if they were the icicle style lights. Because like when I think I told you about this the other day. When I was taking stuff out of the closet to decorate for Christmas, I don't know what I was on last year, but I bought like a ton of fucking lights. And they're lights I can't use. They're like ones you put over a bush and all this other stuff. And I was like, was I anticipating something that didn't happen yet? I bought icicle lights.
Just save it. Like, save it all for your house.
Oh, I am. I am.
100%.
Yeah, I am. But I'm like, why did I buy all these icicle lights and all this stuff? But I would do. I also have. I bought colored icicle lights last year too. Those are the ones that are hanging around. Those are what's hanging around my my counter, but I am a light whore.
We've been driving around a lot. We've been seeing a lot of the big bunches of of icicle lights that are colored.
Yeah.
And we both really like them.
Yeah, those are pretty.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, I love lights and ornaments.
Okay.
Because I love having ornaments. Like, I talk to him all the time. I'm like, oh, look, there's a sale on ornaments. We went to Hobby Lobby. Every ornament was 50% off.
I still have ornaments on. I have ornaments on our tree at home that are like from like 1991.
Yeah,
my first ornaments and
our
stuff.
Peter Pan tree is nothing but ornaments from my childhood.
Yeah.
Those are my two favorites. I love lights, though. That's one of my big favorites. That's one of the things that Larry and I share in common, though, I think.
Yeah, lights. They take any decoration, especially Christmas decorations, and they just put so much vitality into it.
It's Christmas.
Yeah, it's Christmas.
I think that's part of why I love my favorite decoration would have to be my Christmas village.
I love your Christmas village.
Everything else, literally everything else is a close second. But my Christmas village, every year I set it up a little bit different. And I set up just like a slightly different thing, but I always have like little rules and there's a story for it. Like the tavern and the inn have to be next to each other, but the tavern can't be next to the church. And the gnomes live out in the woods, so they have all the trees next to them, but they have to be on the outskirts of the town. And then the bridge is always on the outside of the town, because that's how you get into the town.
Well, how many years have we been doing it?
3 or 4.
3 or 4, yeah, because we haven't done it the whole time we've been together. But, like, we try to get a couple pieces every year.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's what I like about villages. You can just keep adding to it.
Yeah, because there's always something new.
Yeah, we got a chocolate shop this year.
Oh, the chocolate shop. It's so cute.
I got a Walmart.
Yeah.
Walmart was selling like a ceramic old school Walmart building.
Uh-huh.
So I have it in the village right now. And Patrick's like, when did Hogsmeade get a Walmart? And I said, Walmart's everywhere.
This is the 21st century.
I was like, Walmart even moved in.
But I would say that's my favorite decoration.
Oh, I completely agree. I think your Christmas village is super growing, which is a lot of fun.
So you need a bigger table?
I guess I'm gonna add one more. Christmas scents is a decoration in itself. We have scents all over the house, different scents, and I think it just makes Christmas, especially the tree ones. Yeah,
it rounds out the Christmas experience.
Yeah. Well, speaking of rounding out, I think we're gonna go ahead and round out this sixth
Yes, it's the sixth
day episode, and I think it's been holly jolly fun talking about our decorations and everything like that. So thank you guys for joining us for a 6th day. Oh my gosh, you have 6 more to go. It's just getting better and better, especially being in here with these two. All the days get better and better. But I'm the Sugar Plum Fairy, everybody.
I'm Peppermint Buns.
I'm going by Frisky now because that's my first name.
Which
No,
one was
Flirty.
Frisky?
Flirty? Oh, Flirty? Was it Flirty?
Flirty.
It was
Flirty?
Flirty.
Oh, I'm going with Flirty because that's my first name.
Awkward. But this has been Giggles and Gays. I forgot to mention that.
And you guys keep calm and giggle. I forgot how to win.
Well, make the Yuletide gay.
Gay.
Yay!